Hello, everyone. I'm Almalki, a registered clinical dietitian from Johns Hopkins Aramco Healthcare. And today we're going to cover a pretty major topic, which is obesity management. As you know, having an extra body weight is one of the main risk factors for many related other comorbidities. So we're talking about diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia, so on and so forth. And these also are risk factors for other conditions and disease, something like heart disease, renal disease, maybe back pain, knees pain. And why are we waiting until we get to that point? Until we get that point, so we think about losing weight and take care of our body weight. Why are we waiting until the physician refer us to a dietitian or ask us to lose weight so we can control this condition? How about starting today? So today I'm here just to cover this very important topic, obesity management for healthy weight for better life. And let me tell you something. Today, I'm not going to talk about a certain diet. I'm not going to tell you, follow this fad diet when you stop eating carbs, don't eat your, I don't know, donut, chocolate, whatever, something you enjoy, just eat vegetables and, it's something that doesn't even keep you full for a long time. I'm talking about a lifestyle. I'm going to tell you how to make your routine healthy, how to keep yourself, doing something not as something you do it today and tomorrow, maybe next month, and the month after that you get to square one. No, I'm going to talk to you about how to sustain it, to have it as a lifestyle. So we're going to cover today. First, I'm going to talk about, I'll introduce food groups. Then we're going to learn together how to read food labels. I'm going to talk about physical activities and take home message. So I'll start with food groups. So there is 5 main food groups that we have: fruit, veggies, grains, protein, and dairy. This is a very nice way that USDA put it in, like they call it like healthy plates. You can call it, or my plate. They just tell you, this is how your plate should be look like. You don't have to, weigh your carbs or think about how much of this or how much of that. This is an easy way. As I told you, I'm gonna teach you how to have this as a lifestyle. So your plate's in front of you, how much you should have from each food group. So how much you should have from grains, protein, how to have this, in moderation so you can enjoy everything at the same time. And I'm gonna walk you through every single one of them and tell you the quality and the quantity from each one. Okay, so I'll start with grains. Why? Because don't we all love our pasta, our rice, our bread? We all love them. I mean, especially like Saudi people, we all grew up eating kafsa and, our traditional food, all of them, like the main ingredient would be grains. So, and let me tell you something, grains are not the evil, but we're the one who eating too much from them. And the way, it's a side effect. We're gonna our weight's gonna be, much higher because the calories are too high on them. So it's all about moderation. So according to USDA, they said, okay, you can have your grains. I'm not gonna tell you do not eat your rice. It's not sustainable. I'm totally against all kind of diets that tell you to not eat grains at all because we enjoy them, and it's a part of, it's not just about losing weight, it's about enjoying the process. So you can have grains, why not? But see the portion they put in there. As you see, it's about the quarter of your plate. It's going to be grains. And let me tell you something. It's not just about the quantity, but also about quality. So if you look, as I have in there, it said at least half of the total grains should be whole grains. Okay. Okay. So what is whole grains? Like, tell us more about this. Okay. In simple words, I'm gonna say under grains, there's two subgroup. There's whole grains and there's refined grains. Okay, the whole grains is your whole wheat bread, your oat bread, your brown rice, And in refined grains, you would see something like your white pasta, your white bread, your white um, rice. And the different, many of them, they're like, okay, why you keep telling me to eat whole grains if the calories are the same? I know they're the same, but we're not talking just about calories. We're talking about the nutrient contents in there. So in the whole grains, there is much of fiber and more of nutrients because during this process from making whole grains to refined one, fiber goes away and nutrients like iron, B12, which is really important nutrients, they've been taken away through this process. And they do it to give, finer texture, to improve the shelf life. So as you know, there's so many people, they're like, we don't like the texture of brown bread. That's why we eat white bread. Yeah, because that's the process. They make different texture. But as I said, nutrients for sure. We all want iron. We all want these vitamins because they're really important. But also, what's really important, and I cannot express this enough, is the fiber. Okay, whole grains have more fiber. Okay, babe, why we want to eat more fiber? Okay, first thing first, fiber stay in our GI for a long time, so keep us full for long duration. So if you want to eat something and you want to stay, be full for longer hours because you're at work, or maybe you don't want to be hungry in like two hours from now, you have to rich your plate with fiber, and whole grains is one of the main ones. Okay, and also fiber control your cholesterol, control it, help you to manage your blood sugar, your blood pressure. It's a really good one. Okay, so always not think about just the quantity, but also the quality of your grains. Okay, that's enough about the grains. Let's move on to the next one. So then we talk about protein. Okay, so about protein, we always say vary your protein routine. You don't have to stick with red meat. You have meat, you have seafood, you can eat chicken, you can have it from plant source too. You can have seeds, you can have nuts, beans. All of these are kind of protein as well. And having this range, varying your protein will give you that range of nutrient to keep your body function well. So you get the good stuff from all sources. And whenever you choose an animal protein source, always choose something that skinless because the fat gonna be in there, most of it. Choose something lean, low fat, because we want to keep it healthy as well. It's not just about varying your protein. It's also about the quality of that protein. When you cook something, cook it, roast it, maybe grill it. Try to avoid frying. You can use an air fryer. That's a good option, because you're the one who gonna put that oil in there. You're the one who controlling the amount of oil. But in deep frying, that's too much calories, too much fat that we can just avoid. And protein, it's gonna keep you full as well. It has a lot of nutrient so that's why we really, really encourage. And there's too many people that don't have enough protein in their diet, and that's why they're hungry most of the time because they're not eating that much protein. So that's a really important piece, which is about also the quarter of your plate. All right, moving on to my favorite slide of all time. So veggies. Okay, so what about veggies, Faye? So as you see here in the plate, they said more than a half of your plate. Oh, sorry, not more than a half. More than a quarter of your plate should be vegetables. Okay, so generally speaking, fruits and veggies is going to be half of your plate, but veggies is going to be most of it. Okay, why they're saying this? Because veggies or vegetables, they're the second source of fiber, source of fiber beside the whole grain that we just talked about. So again, fiber is good for your GI. It's gonna keep you full. It's good for your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your blood pressure. It's all good. And what's really important about veggies, something to add, it's also low in calories. It's so easy to add veggies to your diet, not worrying about your calories count, because there's not much calories in your coming from vegetables unless they're starchy. Like I'm not talking about potatoes, because they're starch vegetables, so they're gonna affect they're more of gonna affect your blood sugar. The calories are much higher. They're different situations, the starch veggies. But you can you have your veggies raw, cooked, fresh, frozen, whatever you like it. Okay, less calories, more fiber. It's gonna keep you for a long time, and that's why I always tell my patient, okay, so if you want to manage or control your grains intake, you cannot just control that portion without adding something instead, okay? Because you're gonna be hungry, and I don't want you to starve, okay? I'm telling you, control your grains intake, okay? But you have something else to add to your plate. As I said, not beside the protein, not too many people eat veggies, and you'll be so surprised when you hear people talking like in the clinics or even inpatient. They're not eating much of veggies, and it's really important to know that veggies like are your friends. Okay, so you can control your grains, add your veggies, because veggies less calories but also high fiber, so you're going to keep you full for a long time. And it's full of nutrients, so potassium, folate, vitamin A, vitamin C. We all know how important the veggies are. They're really high in nutrients. All right, so moving on to fruits. Fruits are the third source of protein. So also, same as I said, I'm not gonna say it for the third time, but it's really important as a source of fiber. But there's something really important to say also about fruits is eat your fruits, don't drink them. Okay? Because when you eat your fruit, you're gonna eat it with the fiber. That's what good about fruits, beside the vitamins and minerals and everything, the fiber in it. But if you drink it as a juice, there is little or no fiber at all in your juice. Because if you ever try to make juice at home, you totally understand what I'm saying. So if you take your orange and you squeeze it in that cup, okay, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna throw that orange, which is the fiber, away, and you can drink just the sugar of that fruit. And let me tell you something. Again, if you've never done or you never made a juice at home, you're not getting this. You could need like 4, 5, even 6 kind of fruit or serving of fruit to make just 1 cup of fruit. So many patients, they come, they're like, we're drinking fresh orange juice every day. And I'm like, wow, that's good. Like, yeah, they're like, yeah, we're trying to be healthy. I'm like, okay, how many orange do you use to make that cup, And they'd be like, maybe 4 or 5, it depends. Sometimes we drink it twice a day, so we had to add more. Sometimes we add other kind of fruits, and that's not right. You can't eat fruits. Okay, this is something really creative. I need to clarify something. Fruits are not the devil. You can't eat fruits, okay? If someone tell you don't eat fruits, just walk away, okay? Because it's really good for you. Yes, it has sugar, but it's a natural sugar, but it still affects your blood sugar. You know what I mean? It's like you can eat them and enjoy them, but don't forget that natural sugar, it's gonna affect your blood sugar, plus much high calories. So, just to put it in simple words, eat your fruits, don't drink them, so you can eat them with their fiber. Plus, the portion size counts, people, really counts. So again, I'm not saying don't eat your fruits, but watch the portion size. So about 3 serving of fruit a day, it's a really good amount of fruits. Leave the rest of the time for veggies, okay? So you can have, as they put in there, it's like a mix of both. And I'll be honest with you, most of the time I tell my patients, if you like or enjoy having a snack, have half of the plate veggies, okay? And let the fruit be the snack afterward, okay? Because in that way, you would focus more on veggies. You're gonna be full, okay? And after that, maybe like during, especially people who are like working, it's easy to bring your food with you and have it as a snack between meals. That's a really good option. So you do whatever suits you. but always eat your fruits, about 3 servings a day. You can have it as a snack between meals. You can have it a part of the meal, whatever you like it, as long as the portion is controlled and you eat the fruit itself, not the juice. You can enjoy the juice from once in a while. That's not, I'm not saying don't at all, but it's not something that you add to your everyday routine thinking that you're doing, a good thing if you're thinking about weight loss. All right. So last but not least, we're talking about dairy products. So what about dairy product? Dairy product, we're talking about milk, yogurt, your cheese, your leaven, and it's really important because it's the main source of calcium we get for like regular people would be from dairy product, and most of dairy products are fortified by vitamin D as well. So it's really good for your bones. It's a really good source to have strong bones. But what really important, the only thing I need to add to dairy product is always try to have fat-free or low-fat of your dairy product. Choose whatever you like and stick with it. It's okay. It's totally fine. You don't have to have a skim milk. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. Trust me. It's okay. If you don't enjoy the skim milk, don't do it. You can do low fat. I always say, just be in the middle, not full fat, not free, fat free if you don't enjoy it. Stick with low fat because it's all about your satisfaction. Because if I'm telling you have a skim milk and you're drinking it for a month, I mean, not more than even maybe a couple of days, you'll be like, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not enjoying my coffee. Why are we doing this? We don't want to torture you. We want you to learn how to do this as a lifestyle. So if you enjoy low fat, stick with low fat. We're good. Okay. Because we're just trying, fat free or low fat. It's all about preventing or have a little amount of saturated fat, which is, it's really bad for you, especially for heart disease. So it's all about, having that management from, fat portions. But other than that, enjoy your dairy product and always try to have them, plain. You can add the fruit if it's from your serving that you have that day. You can add, maybe cut some fruits and put them in with your yogurt. Maybe you want to mix them in the blender, whatever you like it. But don't buy the one that's flavored. Why? Because the one that's flavored, they have added sugar to them. They don't just add the fruit, they're gonna add added sugar. And I'm going to show you now in the nutrition label where they added. So it's going to be not just the fruit, also sugar added. So that's too much that sugar that you don't need. You can have the plain one and add the fruit to it as you like. All right. And that's all for dairy. Okay. So now I really love this slide. It's from Dietary Guidelines for American 2025. It's basically saying you don't have to be perfect all day, which is what I'm trying to say since the beginning. I'm saying I'm going to teach you something for lifestyle. So it's so hard. It is so hard to be 100% healthy, no sweet, no butter, no sugar, no, nothing. And if you manage to do this, good for you. But it's hard to stick with this for too long. I mean, you're gonna have parties, you're gonna have birthdays, you're gonna have graduation, you're gonna have wedding, you're gonna enjoy, I don't know, lunch with friends or family. You're gonna go out someday. I don't want you to feel like you cannot enjoy the food that you're eating because it's all about your satisfaction again. And it's all about moderation, people. Okay. So 85%, you can enjoy whatever I talked about in the last minutes from food groups. So staying healthy, keep it, clean. Everything is good. Everything is good. Okay. 85%. And then you have 15% of your calories you can enjoy, as I said, like added sugar, saturated fat, something just to keep you in the loop, as they say. Okay. So maybe you enjoy someone who's enjoyed chocolate. I mean, you can have a piece of chocolate with your coffee. It's okay. It's a piece of chocolate, not, a can of chocolate. It's a piece of chocolate. You can have, if you're someone who doesn't like eat vegetables, but you're like, maybe if I add some salt to it, I would love it. Okay, well, if that's gonna help you to eat more veggies, you can have some salt in it. Maybe if you like, a small piece of butter to make, let's say, I don't know, egg in the morning, it's okay. It is okay. As I said, it's just 15% fewer calories every day. So, just as I said, just give yourself a break. Okay. If you're good all day, give yourself a break. But, be aware of that, whatever you're adding. It's not, I'm telling you to have a break, but not like a break. Like think about that thing that you're gonna eat and always make it a healthier option. But again, if that thing, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna add to your diet, it's gonna help you to stick with healthy diet and make it as a lifestyle. That what you should do. It's okay to have, once in a while, or like even every day, with the small portions from something that we didn't cover in the main groups, food groups. Okay. All right, so sometimes, there's, I would say, food or something to drink that we have that we're not really thinking about it, And, when I read this, I was like, oh my God, like when you see it that way, you really think about what you're eating. So I'm just gonna give you two simple examples. Know what you eat. Okay, so too many of my patients. They're coming, they're like, we're good with this, we're good with that. And, we have to do like 24-hour recall or like ask them about their current diet so we can, fill the gaps, as we say. So they say, maybe that's just an example, 1 can of regular soda every day. And, some of them, they have like 3 with every meal. So like 3 cans a day. But I'm just saying, that's a different story. So I'm just saying 1 can of regular soda. All right. So 1 can of regular soda has 40 grams of sugar in that can. And let me tell you that 40 grams is too much. Okay. But okay, that's just 1 can. And you're like, I'm just drinking 1 can. Like, come on. It's like, give me a break. Just 1 can. I'm being good. All right. So this 1 can has 40 grams of sugar. But if you're drinking this every single day, you know what that means? That's like 15 kg of sugar consumption a year coming just from that regular soda that you're having every day. Is it really worth it? Hmm, I don't think so. But that's something to think about. Think about what you're drinking. It's not just about, that one piece. Yeah, but you're drinking every day. Maybe if it's once a week, okay, I can understand that. Some people like associate some kind of food with soda, okay? But having it every single day? No, people, that's not right. I mean, see how much sugar, that's just from the soda. I'm not talking about your sweet, I'm not talking about, other stuff that your donut, your sugar that you add into your food. I'm not talking about all of these. I'm just talking about the soda. Other example, okay? Your fries, okay? Don't we all love fries? It's my favorite thing. So, but it's also about, quantity and how often I'm gonna eat that fries, right? That's something to think about. So this is just an example. So 200-gram fries, or like 200 gram, okay? The fat content in that 200 gram of fries, 35 gram. Okay, but if you're someone who like eat fast food every day, so you're gonna have that fries every day, right? So just the fries, if you're eating it every day, that's about 13 kg just fat consumption a year. Can you imagine how this is like, that's like shocking, even for me when I saw it that way. Like that is too much. And again, I'm not saying you cannot drink soda ever, or you cannot eat your fries never. No, as I told you, I'm talking about lifestyle. You can enjoy them, but I'm talking about how often you're gonna have them. Like a week, it's not something you eat every day, because as you see, there's high portion of sugar, high portion of fat. So how can you manage your body, your body weight, if you're just one thing that you keep eating over and over, it has really high sugar, high fat, that let alone the calories that come from it as well. So that's something to think about. All right, so now we're going to move on to reading food labels, which is a really important touch that we all should, know how to use when we go to grocery stores, right? So when you go to grocery stores and you wanna choose the right snack, or maybe I'll just say snack. You wanna choose like which one is better, and you're not sure how to use it. I'm gonna teach you a simple way to do that. Okay. So this is from the FDA, the American FDA. So as you see, here is your nutrition fact label. All right. So first thing first, I'm gonna go one, two, three, four. Okay. So one, the serving information. They're gonna tell you how many serving in this container. I'll just say this is something you can use in cup. So let's just say maybe a rice. Okay, I'm just giving an example out of my head. So they'll just say this is rice. Okay, because it's they measure it by cup. They say there is 4 serving of rice in this container. Okay, okay, there's 4 serving. But really important to know, look for what is the serving size. Okay, they're saying 1 cup is the serving size. So everything below, all the nutrient, all the calories, everything down there, they're talking about this serving size, the 1 cup. They're not talking about the four. Don't worry about the 4 serving, whatever in there. Just there. Think about the 1 cup. Okay, 1 cup has everything below that we're gonna talk about now. Well, if you're choosing to have 2 cups, you're gonna have to multiply everything by 2. 3 cups, multiply everything by 3. So it's really important to see, like, am I really just gonna have 1 cup from that thing, or it's no way I'm gonna have maybe 3 cups from that, snack or rice or whatever. So it's important to think about, like, what is the serving size and how much I'm gonna get with it. Okay, so first thing I know, now they're gonna talk about 1 cup. Okay, 2 calories. In this 1 cup, there's 280 calories. Okay, okay, now I know 1 cup, there's 280. Again, it depends on like what kind of thing that you're reading. Maybe 280 for whatever you're choosing, it is good. But if you're comparing, that would be something to compare from, like maybe 280, that 200. Okay, let's stick with 200. All right, then we're going to number 3, nutrients. So you're gonna see fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbs, fiber, sugar, protein, and vitamin and minerals. Okay, and all the nutrition facts now they have to have that way. Okay, so you're gonna have your nutrients, and in number 4, the percentage for daily value, which is really important. Okay, so maybe you're looking at this in the grocery store and you're like, I have no idea what these percentages mean. Like, I have no clue. I'm just gonna follow what it said in the beginning, like in the, in that label, like low fat, or like better options, or to keep you fit, or like whatever. Just the marketing statements they have. No, don't follow that. Don't let them fool you, because sometimes they put something, and when you read the nutrition fact, it is total different story. So daily values they're really important. Okay, so when it said 5% or less, that's mean they're low in that kind of nutrient. When it said 20% or more, that's mean it's high in that nutrient. Okay, so where I want to see the low, when I want to see the 5 and less, I want to see it in fat, I want to see in cholesterol, I want to see in sodium, maybe carbs, if there's, if you want to compare between 2 carbs. Added sugar, here's the added sugar I just talked about, including, they tell you how much sugar in there and how much added sugar. So added sugar is like the white sugar that they add to the whatever you're checking out in there, the product. So that's when I want to see 5 or less, but I want to see 20 and more in something like protein and fiber and vitamins, minerals. I want to see more of these. So if I'm going to take this an example, just a quick example. So as you see here, saturated fat is 23%. That is pretty high saturated fat. That's just in 1 cup. Just imagine, like, I don't know what kind of product is this, But just imagine you're gonna have more than 1 cup of this. Like this is pretty high. So this would be a high fat product. This is how I'm gonna say this high fat product. Why? Because it's more than 20%. Okay. I'll take another one as a quick example. Sodium, 37% in that 1 cup. And as I said, it should be 5 or less because we don't want much of sodium in our diet. That's 37%. That is too much sodium. That is not a good product to have. Okay, so this is how we do it. Easy, simple step. Just follow 5% less if it's something you want to eat less from, 20% and more from the good stuff. All right. So let's talk about the last thing, which is not last thing because it's not as important. It's actually one of the main reason you'll be able to maintain, to lose weight, to control your body weight, for even stress relief, for try to avoid or control other comorbidity would be physical activity. Just keep active. All right, Faye, how much? How should we do it? Always I tell my patient it's a baby step. Okay, if you're not doing any kind of physical activity, I'm not gonna tell you, starting from today, you're gonna have to run for, I don't know, 2 miles every day, or like 3 miles. Starting from today, you don't do any kind of physical activity, but I want you to lose weight, so let's do it. Starting from tomorrow, you can do it. Oh no, 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 that's not how we do it. Because as I told you, it's a lifestyle. Okay, so I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna see where you are, and I'm gonna take you from there to reach a place that you're satisfied that you can keep going to where you're going. Okay, and at the same time, it's really gonna benefit you. Okay, and something you can stick with. So as a guideline, at least 150 to 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity. So that would be like just an example. Again, I'm talking about someone who want to get started. So that can be like a brisk walking, okay, from 30 minutes to an hour, 5 times a week. That will give you the 150 to 30 minutes of moderate activities, okay? And if you, or at least, again, so that's the keyword, at least. So that's the minimum, 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity. Okay. So vigorous intensity, we can talk about, jogging, running. 75 is like an hour and 15 minutes to the same thing, like 30 minutes, 5 times a week to cover that 150. Or you can have combination from both of them throughout the day. So you can have like 3-day moderate, 2-day regular as well. I want to do 4-day moderate, 1-day regular, whatever, how I want to do it, it's up to you. I always tell my patient, okay, so you're not doing any kind of physical activity. Okay, no worries. I'm going to take you step by step. Maybe you should start with how like 3 times a week, have a brisk walking 3 times a week. Maybe you're going to start with 20 minutes, not even 30 minutes. Then you're going to take it up to 30 minutes. Then you're going to increase the duration or increase the days, like how many days a week. It depends. Like everyone have different lifestyle. I mean, someone who's at home, not someone who's at work. Someone who has too many kids, not someone who has no kids. Someone who's traveling, not someone who's staying around. So it depends on your schedule, like what you do throughout the day. So see whatever you're doing and stick with whatever you can do and you're comfortable with and stick with it. Okay, just keep active. All right, so our take home message or messages. Cutting calories. Okay, cutting calories, people, is the key for weight loss. So calorie deficit, without it, you won't lose weight. But as I said, that doesn't mean that you should be starving. Okay, that has nothing to do with being starving. You can feel full on less. What does that mean? I mean, you can have, as I told you about veggies, less calories, but high fiber. So keep your plate full of fiber, okay? More fiber, less calories, more fiber, gonna keep you full with less calories. So feeling full and less, okay? Make a healthier option. As I said, I'm not gonna tell you not to enjoy your yummy food that you enjoy eating every day, but make it healthier option. So if you go into a restaurant and you have grilled burger and fried burger, stick with the grilled one. You can still enjoy your burger, but it's a grill. It's a better option. You can enjoy your food, but always make a healthier option. Okay. Restricting certain foods, that would be something like, your soda, as we talked about. You can have it once in a while, maybe once a week. It's okay, but not something you have every day. Some people are like, what you can't, like when I ask them what they drink in the morning, they're like, mocha or like frappuccinos, which high in sugar, and like it doesn't even call coffee anymore. They drink it every day. So that would be something to think about. Like that's something like high sugar, high fat, they drink it every single day. That would be something to consider to restrict yourself from if you want to lose weight. Again, you can have it once in a while, but not something in your daily routine. And staying active. Oh my God, like I cannot express this enough. Stay active, be active all the time. And then what I tell my patients always, you don't have to have like, that 20 or 30 minutes out of your schedule just to walk. Some of them, they're like, oh, we're too busy. Like we don't have time to walk, which I don't know if that's true or not, but it's okay. Okay. Because we all can make times for things that we want to do, correct? Even if we're busy, we make time for stuff that we want to do for sure. So I'm telling, okay, I'm not telling you to have this time out of your schedule. I'm gonna put it on your schedule, between your schedule, whatever. Okay. So like, okay, how can we do this? Easy peasy. So what you're gonna do, we all have time on from our everyday routine that we're on our phone, right? We're texting people, we're watching social media, we're using our phone, calling friend, family, whatever. We all do this, correct? Just during that time, instead of sitting on your couch, just take a walk. See how simple is this? Instead of sitting, just take a walk. I'm not telling you to jog, I'm not telling you to run. Just take a walk while using your phone because I know we all use it, right? You will not even think about time. You're not even thinking about that 20, 30 minutes. You're gonna take a walk for a longer time because you're not even thinking about walking. You are busy on your phone. So that would be an easy way to do it. And always drink water when you walk because you want to stay hydrated. So drink water. Water is really important. Okay, people. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. And this is more of general. I try to cover, the main ideas that we can cover in just a presentation. But there's some stuff that we love to do it one-to-one with our patients because we like to personalize the way we do it. So if you're interested to come to our clinic and talk one-to-one, and discuss your lifestyle and try to manage it, please make an appointment with us or talk to your doctor or physician to refer you to us, and we would love to see you in our clinic and walk you through everything. Thank you all for listening. I'm Faye Almalki, clinical dietitian. I really enjoyed this presentation and I hope you did as well. Thank you.